Welcome to the AI revolution. In this video, we explore the groundbreaking advancements of Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro and its impact on the world of artificial intelligence. Google just dropped a bomb on the AI world with their latest model, Gemini 2.5 Pro. We're talking about an AI that can code fully functional games, create intricate 3D simulations, and even build things, virtually of course. Gemini's doing it in minutes, sometimes seconds. So I put together a bunch of tests to really push this thing to its limits, and the results? Let's just say, prepare to have your mind blown. First up, I wanted to see how Gemini would handle something that requires both creativity and precision building with Legos. I gave Gemini a simple prompt: create a program where I can build anything I want with Lego bricks. Within minutes, I was staring at a virtual Lego set complete with realistic-looking bricks, accurate dimensions, and even that satisfying click-together sound when you connect two pieces. This AI-powered Lego builder has a grid-based snapping system, so your creations actually stay together. It even has collision detection, so no clipping through bricks or impossible builds. I spent a good hour just messing around, building towers, houses, even a little spaceship. The possibilities are literally endless with this thing. It's like having an infinite box of Legos at your fingertips. Next, I wanted to see how Gemini would handle game development. Could it create a game that's actually fun to play? I decided to start with a classic Snake. Gemini whipped up a Snake game that looks and plays like something straight out of an app store. We're talking stunning glowing trail effects, food that gives you speed boosts or slows down time, and an AI opponent that actually puts up a challenge. The animations are buttery smooth, the controls are responsive, and the gameplay is surprisingly addictive. This is the kind of game you could easily lose yourself in for hours. For my next challenge, I wanted to see how Gemini would handle something a little more technical: a flight simulator. I wanted to see if it could create a web-based simulator with realistic physics and controls. So I gave Gemini what I thought was a pretty ambitious prompt: create a flight simulator. In a matter of minutes, I was looking at a simple yet surprisingly detailed flight simulator right there in my browser. It had real-time physics, adjustable acceleration and movement, and even shadow rendering for that extra touch of realism. The fact that Gemini could take such a broad prompt and turn it into a functional simulator, all from a single line of instruction, is mind-blowing. Next up, I wanted to see if Gemini could handle something a little more meta, building a social media platform. I was curious to see if it could generate a basic, functional Reddit clone. And the catch? I wanted it all in one file. So, I gave Gemini the prompt: create a Reddit clone in one file. It wasn't a perfect copy of Reddit, of course, but it had all the basic functionality. You could create an account, post to subreddits, comment on threads, upvote and downvote, the works. For my next challenge, I wanted to see how Gemini would handle something a little more visually impressive: a 3D torus knot. It's basically this complex, interwoven knot that looks like something out of a math textbook. And I wanted to see if Gemini could not only generate one but make it interactive. So I gave it the prompt: create an interactive 3D rendering of a torus knot. Within seconds, I was staring at a beautifully rendered 3D torus knot, rotating gracefully in my browser. Gemini also included sliders that let me customize everything from the colors and lighting to the rotation speed and zoom. It was mesmerizing to watch. Next, I wanted to see if Gemini could create something that felt truly alive: an ant colony simulation. I'm talking about a simulation where you could watch hundreds of ants digging tunnels, foraging for food, and interacting with their environment in real time. So I gave Gemini the prompt: create an interactive ant farm simulation. It started with a simple two-dimensional simulation, but then I asked it to make it three-dimensional, and it did, without missing a beat. Soon I was watching these little ants digging intricate tunnels, carrying food back to their nest, and even following pheromone trails. I could adjust the settings, changing the number of ants, their digging speed, the food rate, even creating a day and night cycle. It was mesmerizing to watch. For my next challenge, I wanted to see if Gemini could handle something a little more, shall we say, biological. I'm talking about a simulation of the human immune system fighting off a viral infection. I wanted to see red blood cells, white blood cells, viruses, the whole microscopic battleground. So I gave Gemini the prompt: create a simulation of a virus attacking the immune system. It started with a two-dimensional simulation showing a bloodstream environment with red blood cells, white blood cells, and these little viruses bouncing around. You could see the viruses attacking the red blood cells, while the white blood cells fought back, engulfing and destroying the invaders. It rendered the entire simulation in 3 dimensions, making it even more immersive and engaging. I could even adjust the settings, changing the virus's aggression, replication rate, and lifespan. For my final test, I wanted to throw Gemini a curveball, something totally different. I challenged it to create a simple surgery simulator. I gave it the prompt, create a surgery simulator game where you have to operate on a patient. It generated a game where you had to use a virtual scalpel to make incisions, avoiding critical areas. There was even a suturing system to close the wound at the end. It was surprisingly fun and addictive. The future of AI is here. So, there you have it. 8 mind-blowing projects, all created with the power of Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro. From interactive Lego builders to virus simulations and even a surgery game, this AI model is in a league of its own. The speed, the creativity, the sheer power of this AI is unlike anything I've ever experienced. What do you think of these results? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more AI breakdowns. Until next time.